Welcome everybody to episode 26 of the PokeGuardian podcast. I'm Taj from PokéTaj. I'm here with Zakariya.
Hello everybody, how are you doing?
And we are here with our special guest who's joining us once again, Ryan from Braysh Gaming and Kādo Collectables.
Hello, happy to be here, guys.
Welcome back, Ryan. Good to have you here.
you.
So, as you guys might have known, I wasn't here for the last podcast. First podcast I've missed, but I'm back today. So, thank you for Julian and Zakariya last podcast. They did a sterling job. Let's crack on. So, let's talk about card pickups. Zakariya, do you want to show us what you've picked up since the last podcast?
Or pull today.
Or pull today even, yeah.
Pull today, yes. It's a funny story because we'll talk about this later on the podcast. Into Toys has a promotion since yesterday about the Charizard VSTAR oversized card with the VSTAR stamp on there. So I went today and visited that store, Into Toys. So I got my promo and I bought some loose packs. Then I was walking down the stores. I think, why am I actually buying single packs? Because I have all the cards I needed. I don't need anything else, and I am risking myself pulling nothing again. So I returned and swapped for a Flareon VMAX Premium Collection. And my Vivid Voltage pack got something very interesting. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it is a Rainbow Rare Pikachu VMAX, the chunky boy. And I'm very happy with it. I pulled it on camera, so you can watch it on my Twitter or my PrimalLugia YouTube channel. It's very amateur videos on there, but it's just there for fun. And I'm very happy.
Other than that, sorry, I was going to say, my favorite thing was you said when you were opening it, you had the pack in your hand, like, oh, I'd love to get the Pikachu. I'd love a Hyper Rare. I'd love the Pikachu VMAX Hyper Rare. Oh, there it is. It's amazing.
Yeah.
He foretold it.
I think he edited it, went back and did the voiceover. Oh, I wish I had got the Pikachu. I think that's what happened. Very sneaky, very sneaky.
No edits. The same happened with Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies last summer.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I said, yeah, I like that card. I wouldn't mind pulling it, but it's not my favorite. Then I ended up actually the same sentence, the same pack. I ended up pulling that card. And that followed my Umbreon VMAX special art at the time. And I'm very happy with that. But other than that, I've managed to get all of the Brain Stars Umbreon again. So I'm now fully complete again with all of the Umbreon V and VMAX cards. Now it's only waiting for the V Hero Tints promo card of Umbreon V. And then I'm all complete again. And you guys, what did you get?
Fantastic. Ryan, do you want to show us what you've got?
Yeah, so I had pulls as well. It was my birthday last week, and to celebrate, I opened up a box of Battle Region on my own. As you know, we did 5 boxes for Kādo, but I did one on my own, and I was very lucky, guys. I got one of the better pulls, and Taj, you're going to be very jealous. I got the Roxanne Super Rare card, which I think is probably from the 6 box I've opened. This is probably the best pull.
Yeah, I'd say so, because I watched that whole stream as well, waiting for you guys to pull that so I could purchase it off the Kādo website.
But this, rest assured, this actually arrived after, so it wasn't. It wasn't the fact that I opened 5 of 6 boxes and happened to have left the Roxanne box. There was no chance of me opening that box on stream. And also, I got a card back from PSA, and my Zamazenta V. Zamazenta V, and I know you probably can't see it, but it does say it across the top here. Zamazenta, you can't see it because the focus is awful, but it says Zamazenta V across the top here. But it's clearly not. It's clearly a Zacian V.
Somebody obviously doesn't know there's Zacians from their Zamazentas at PSA.
I know. So I'll tell you the story. We accidentally submitted it as a Zamazenta. Because you build a list for PSA, you tell them what you're sending. We accidentally said we're sending a Zamazenta V rather than the Zacian V. And rather than checking what we had said, they've just graded it and they've just put the label on it. And That's fantastic. A PSA 10 Zamazenta, which is going to bring me lots of jokes and fun over the next few years. So I'm very happy with that. So yeah, those are my pickups. Very happy with both of those cards.
2 excellent cards indeed. For me, I've been, obviously Brilliant Stars has come out, but I picked this up from our good friend Alex Phantom Crab on Twitter. So it's another one of the Pokemon Center Lady promo cards. Love my stamped promos. So I did a trade with him, sent him quite a few different CHR cards and a few other cards he was after, which worked out to about the same value. So he got the cards that he was after, and I got another one of these for my collection, which I was really happy with. And then Brilliant Stars launched last weekend in English. So a great opportunity for me to start picking up singles. And I, as everyone listening probably knows, I'm a full art supporter collector. So I started picking up some cards. One of the highlights being obviously Marnie's Pride. So I'm glad to have this now in English as well as Japanese.
Wow.
So got a couple of those actually. And then I picked up some CSR cards that I didn't get in Japanese. Well, I didn't get this one in Japanese in particular, but I got this really cheap, the Baltund and Sonia CSR. And obviously I picked up the 2 that I really wanted, which I have got in Japanese because I'm a big fan of Acerola and Mimikyu. So having both of them on one card was epic. So I had to get the English versions of those as well. But just as a sort of information for our viewers, now's probably the best time, second weekend in, to buy singles for Brilliant Stars because, people pre-release prices, people bought excessive prices to a certain extent. And then the set gets released, everyone's opened a ton of products. And let's be fair, availability of Brilliant Stars, especially in the UK, was very easy to pre-order, to even purchase on day of release. So there's an abundance of stock as everyone looks for their Charizards, and they're dumping everything else on marketplaces online. So now's a good time to pick up singles. So if you are interested in like CSRs or CHRs, I would highly recommend looking into them. But that is my card pickups, which nicely brings us on to the first news story, which is from the 24th of February on PokeGuardian. We had the full reveal of all the SR, CHR, CSR, HR, and UR cards from Battle Region. And as we already spoke about, Ryan opened 5 boxes on his stream for Kādo Collectables. And it's a nice set, and the number of hits you get, because you're guaranteed your normal hits and you're guaranteed the 3 CHRs for a normal set is quite appealing, I think, for just people who love opening booster boxes. So, I mean, looking at the cards, we've got obviously 6 CHR cards here, which you're guaranteed 3 from each booster box. So, if you're really lucky, you can get all 6 with 2 booster boxes. There's your standard vanilla full art Pokemon cards, of which we've got all the Hisui starter evolutions represented there, as well as Virizion, which there's always going to be that meme Pokemon that you don't want to pull. There's a Starmie there as well.
There's always one, isn't there?
There's always one. There's always
they never
one.
just give you like amazing Pokemon throughout. They always put maybe 1 or 2 in where it's like, you're going to be disappointed if you get this.
Yeah, me and Ryan always joke about this, don't we, Ryan, on Twitter about, we're going to end up pulling, one of us is going to end up pulling that.
It's like Eevee Heroes. Why put Gordy in that set? Just just include a card that nobody wants.
Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy. But we had Garchomp in here though, so that's a huge fan favorite. So that was a good one to put in there. We obviously then had the full art supporters. We had Roxanne, Kamado, and Silene. Was it Silene?
It is Silene.
Yeah, Silene, Cyrus's ancestor, quite clearly. We had 2 CSR cards, which again, they fell in the SR or better slot. I initially thought that they were going to fall within the CHR slot, but once we started seeing boxes opened, we found out they were in that slot. But they're not excessively expensive. I think Cynthia and Garchomp are probably the second most expensive card in the set. But the Starmie, which I thought would be super popular, is like a 4,000 yen card in Japan, from what I'm seeing at the moment. We then had the rainbow rares of all the starters, evolutions, and obviously we still got that pattern of the full art supporters being UR cards as well, and then 3 gold cards represented as well. And we had a Bidoof on a gold card as well. If you look very carefully, there is a Bidoof being represented.
Oh, is it on the Jubilife Village?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think
of? Some people are going to want this card just for that.
I
never noticed that. That's amazing.
So I think it's the first time they've put a god Pokemon on a gold stadium card.
Of course.
But yeah, 20 sort of secret cards there, and then the CHRs on top, 26 in total. Is this what you guys were expecting? What do you guys think of the cards? I mean, Ryan, your opinion?
I was being greedy. I was expecting alt arts as well as the character super rares. It looks like the character super rares have just replaced alt arts completely, which I'm okay with. They are technically kind of alt arts in their own right, or special arts, should I say? And on top of that, we get the character rares with that, and the 6 character rares are fantastic. So I am very happy with the set. Opening up a few boxes when you're pulling the same VSTARs and V cards over and over a lot, even the same character rares to an extent. It did get a bit samey, but yeah, overall very happy. I'd say with what we got. I think I was just being a bit greedy, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we've been spoiled, haven't we, with sort of like hype sets all of last year, and then VMAX Climax was just epic in size, to then suddenly come down to normality. And if you compare this to, let's just say, a normal set a year ago, or year and a half, 2 years ago, it is pretty much what you'd expect. The CHRs are like, wow, you're like, and the CSRs. But comparing it to what we've been treated to over the last quarter of, let's just say, last year, even, I think, it's a bit of a change. I mean, Zakariya, your thoughts?
Yeah, what you said, guys. I think this is this is a nice set. First of all, one, because it's the first Hisui region-inspired set, tie-in set with Legends Arceus. I'm very excited to see character rares of some of those Hisui characters and Pokemon on there. They did not have to continue character rares and character super rares. They could have just said, "Hey guys, it's over this year. Goodbye. Maybe next Arcless back." But yet they still are continuing. And like you said, Taj, we are definitely spoiled. I think VMAX Climax is the pinnacle of this generation so far.
Yep.
And almost every other set will be just, not as exciting. The hype has gone down a little bit, especially when there's more supply. This is not necessary to resell again. A lot of people are selling, like you said before the podcast started. Even people are in Europe are selling it for near MSRP.
Yep.
That is crazy, because you need to pay shipping, you need to pay import taxes in Europe, and then they are breaking even or making a loss, not a profit. So that is something to say. Speaking of the cards, personally, I'm not very, very excited. I've expected something more, maybe more sparkling Pokemon, maybe more gold cards. I think it's a little bit annoying to see Hisui and Samurott only getting the gold cards, and not all 3 of the Hisuian starters. It's also a shame they have showed the character super rares before, and these are the last 2 as well, the only 2. I wanted at least the starters as well to have a character super rare, or at least a character rare, but this is very strategic. This is something for another set. I'm absolutely certain of that, because the next set also is including the Hisuian starters, Space Juggler and Time Gazer. And we still do not know if this set will include character rares, but that we'll speculate later in the podcast.
Yeah,
that's
and I think, as you guys have rightly said, it is that we were spoiled last year with special arts, but that seemed to be year two's thing. Every year we seem to get a thing that they give us. Like year 3 of Sun and Moon was Tag Team GX. This year, last year was special arts. This year, it looks like they're continuing the trend of CHRs and CSRs. We'll know for sure when the next set we get more leaks. But even if they're sporadic, every other set, I think they will continue them throughout the year. And as you say, they don't like to give everything in the first set. They're not going to give you Hisuian starters in every which way. And with the gold cards, they're always very strategic about only having one of each type. So one of a item card, one of a stadium card, one of a Pokemon, because let's be fair, it's the highest rarity card in the set, so you don't want to splash too many in there, so they always keep that very limited. But interesting set. Wouldn't open more than 2 boxes myself, I think. I've got 4 boxes on the way, but I'm probably only going to open 2 because, like you say, it's going to get repetitive. The cards aren't very expensive to pick up as singles. But I think, we're being spoiled with the number of hits we're getting in a box. You're guaranteed your 4 Vs, 2 V-Stars, your box hit, plus 3 CHRs. You can't really ask for more from a set of this size.
Yeah.
And you got the fantastic mirror foil cards with this as well, which I'm really impressed with the mirror foil pattern on. Absolutely great. Right, should we move on to the next topic, which is, let's talk about some milk cartons, shall we? So, as everyone knows, we had the premium tournament collection of Marnie, which was extremely popular. And it looks like we've now got the follow-up to that, Professor Juniper premium tournament collection that was revealed. So, on the 3rd of March, this was published on PokeGuardian. It's been revealed. It is Juniper, as was speculated. You're going to get the full art version, which we saw in VMAX Climax. Never got released in English. It's a Professor's Research of Professor Juniper. So we all know Professor's Research. The great thing is those cards, they are obviously releasing them with different supporters, but each one is, you can only have a combined 4 copies of any mix and match per deck. So it's nice for people if they want to have different full art supporters, for example, as their Professor's Research. They can have different professors in that slot. Great products. It's going to be released on May the 20th this year, is the official release date, with a MSRP in the US of $39.99. Probably going to be similar to what we received with the Marnie one. You're going to get a giant coin, which is confirmed. 3 promos plus the full art. Don't know what the promos look like yet. We have seen some artwork of Professor Juniper and is that a Cinchino or Minchino? I always get confused.
I always get those 2 mixed up. Every time.
One of the coffee Pokemon. It's either a cappuccino or a mochaccino. But yeah. It's one of them 2, and that looks like it's probably going to be the artwork on the deck box, to be fair.
It is, most likely.
So that's the artwork deck box. What do you guys think of this product? Super popular last time. Obviously, that was a slightly different product because it had that super high demand Marnie in it, plus the signature card of Marnie that came from the trainer's box. I mean, Ryan, your thoughts on this particular product?
Yeah, hopefully there's a lot less demand for this. I know that people really struggled to get Marnie before, right? They really struggled to get that milk carton. I got it from my local card shop. I think I was quite lucky getting it from there.
Yeah.
It's a really cool set. As you said, we don't know how many packs we get yet. Or do we do?
I think
7?
It was 7. 7.
Yeah,
7 booster
here.
packs. Yeah,
which is a lot of packs for the money, and you get some really nice, full art cards as well. These are fantastic products. Even though it's not Marnie, I think it's still going to be in quite high demand. Actually, this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just looking at the packs, 7 packs, MSRP of $3.99. That's $28 worth of packs. So you're paying $12 extra for a full art support of 3 promo cards, coin deck box. It's pays for itself. It is a very, very good value product. For collectors and players alike, I think.
I got this card in Japanese. I pulled it in Japanese. I can't remember what set it was in Japanese. I think it might have been a Kādo stream we pulled it in.
Yeah.
But it's still a beautiful card, and Unishida has done it. We've got the classic Unishida sunset background, and not Marnie, but still, it's got to be popular, hasn't it?
Definitely so. Zakariya, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, like you guys said, excellent value product. My only concern is, to give you some more context, we only have seen the full art in the Pokemon trading card game online data. And with that promo, we also saw a Shining Fates reprint of Professor Juniper. And it said A, that means like an alternative art or version of the same card. And that indicates a different holo pattern. So my fear is, while we don't know the 3 additional foil cards besides the full art promo, we don't know. It might be indeed a Shining Fates reprint.
Yeah. Probably with a Cosmofoil treatment.
Yeah, probably like that. And if it does, that will make that the product from A to B plus for me. Because look at the amazing art that is on the deck, and presumably the deck and deck box artwork. If they don't use that as a promo card, I will be very disappointed. It will not be the same as the Marnie one, because like you guys said, it was controversially removed from Shining Fates, while it was a Shining Star V Chase card in Japan to be released in one box, along with the signed Marnie promo. That is also, I think, like 10,000 yen in Japan. So yeah, in terms of playability, it makes a huge sense, because it's a premium tournament collection box. And as you guys might know, Professor Research is an unmistakable staple card in each deck.
Yeah,
you need to play it almost in every deck. But again, I'll keep it short. Best product of the year so far.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. From a collector's and a player's point of view, super product, very well priced as well. So yeah, absolutely excellent. And I think it's good that they pull out very desirable full art supporters like this, because look at the Marnie. Even now, you could pick it up for like £20.
Yeah.
That card, if it was in Shining Fates, would have been 150 to £100 card guaranteed. So it just makes it more accessible to people in the market at a more reasonable price, and it also helped drive down the price to a certain extent to the base set Marnie as well.
Yeah.
Kept that under control, because again, Marnie is a super playable card. Most people have that. It's a staple card. If you're playing the card game, you're going to have that card in your deck. So again, I think it's a good decision for them to pull it out of a set and do it this way. Cool. Okay, let's move on now to something that our friend Zakariya picked up today while he was out and about. It's the Charizard VSTAR Store Oversize promo card. So this was revealed 27th of February. We found out about this. It was supposed to have been released on the Friday, the 25th, which coincided with Brilliant Star's release date. But I think there was a delay getting them out to stores. But we've confirmed that Gaming UK will be doing this promo when you spend £15 or more on the Pokemon trading card game. We've had friends, including the Wassy himself. Big shout out to Ross, and congratulations on hitting 100,000 subscribers, my friend. He picked it up today, and I've had another friend confirm that they picked one up today as well. So it looks like it's out in most of the game stores in the UK now, distributed nationwide. You picked one up from Interstores, was it? In
Intertoys.
Intertoys in the Netherlands. And what was the criteria? How much did you have to spend in order to get one there?
At €25, one per customer.
Okay. So that was a little bit more, even with the exchange rate, than in the UK. But Brexit. It's good to see these back, I think. We had a gap last year, and I presume that was due to the pandemic. We had lockdowns, stores being closed, so they couldn't really distribute them fairly and evenly, and production issues as well, as we know, where logistically it was difficult getting promos and unnecessary products from the Pokemon company out. So
Yeah, and we do not forget we had the 25th anniversary last year, so we had store promotions all year long. You know, the first partner jumbo
right.
promos.
Yeah, that's right. We had the first partner jumbo packs, didn't we? So they probably took the space of each set's stamped jumbo card. But it's good to see these back. I think that, again, these are a bit like, people like to have them, but what do you do with them? It's we've now got the folders to put them in, thanks to the celebrations. But
Sorry, are they still A4? Or I think for some reason in my head, did they shrink jumbo cards
Yeah, so
recently?
they used to be very similar to A5 size, the old ones in Sun and Moon, but they were a little bit smaller. These have been shrunk. They're a lot narrower. They were closer to the Japanese size in oversized cards. Not quite. They're a lot narrower since Sword and Shield came out, and they have started producing folders for you to store them in now as well. Obviously, we got those with the 25th anniversary, and there were some other folders given out in
Ultra
Target
Pro
stores, I think, in the USA.
Target, indeed, with I think VMAX social base set.
Yeah,
that is useful.
Yeah.
Also, Ultra Pro on the 4 pocket partners have a couple spare separate folders for them. Not much, but it is there.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it.
Yeah. But I think if you look at the size of them, they are equivalent to, I think, 4 cards put together, aren't they? Pretty much, almost.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so it's very similar to that size. But again, they're quite nice. If you like to frame a card, put it up on your wall, maybe, these can be quite nice to have. But again, otherwise, don't see much use for them myself.
It's Charizard, I guess.
Yeah,
it's Charizard. It's a case of what Pokemon can we use to get people to come into our shop.
Yeah.
And it's I got just the perfect Pokemon. We can use the same one every time. Charizard is good for everything.
Yeah, and being a VSTAR, it's textured as well, so it does.
Oh, that's very nice.
Super desirable because you've got that texture enhanced on a larger card. So I think that does add to it as well, because that Snorlax VMAX looked really good as well with the texture that we had a couple of years ago. So so that's available. From my understanding, like I said, the Wazzy said his local store only got 25 in, so they are very limited how many they're distributing to stores. Don't know whether the stores will get a restock of them, i.e. replenishment. But historically, just to give you an example, on the ball promos, they used to get them in boxes of 100 each store. So each store was allocated 100. This only a quarter of that. So if you are going to get it, probably best to pop into your local store this weekend, if you can, to guarantee yourself one, because they'll probably be sold out by next weekend. If people when people find out about them, getting a Charizard.
Yeah, the promotion ends on May 27th on Game UK. So there might be more promos coming along the way.
Yeah.
But like you said, get it while you still can, as soon as possible if you want it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Now we're going on to a Rumour of a Lost Abyss set for July 2022, and a VSTAR and VMAX high-class deck featuring Deoxys and Zeraora, and VSTAR special set in August as well. Now, I love the picture you used here of Deoxys and Zeraora. They're pretty much the same pose, and you could probably superimpose them, and Deoxys might look like the skeleton of Zeraora there. Is Zeraora Deoxys with a fluffy outfit on?
Yeah, if you shave Zeraora, it looks just like Deoxys. Just get the clippers out.
It's uncanny when I saw that on your Twitter. But yeah. So it's unconfirmed news. It's still tentative. So as we always say, take it with a grain of salt, but it's from a trusted source that usually doesn't let us down.
Even known web shops that I know they have Japanese distributor access have listed these products.
Yeah.
So I'm very certain this is very confirmed.
Yeah.
We just don't know what it contains, as always. So we have to speculate. We have a release date, we have a product name, and that's about it. And
but I think it's fairly clear from the July the 15th product which direction we're going with this. So we've got Lost Abyss is the expansion name, and we've got deck sleeves and a deck box featuring Giratina. So
yes,
that's the biggest giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that Lost Abyss and Giratina might just sort of be linked in some way there.
I think you might be right.
So they're coming out July the 15th, and we've got those high-class decks coming out on the same day.
Same day.
So that's quite interesting. So it says VSTAR and VMAX high-class decks featuring Zeraora. One's a Zeraora deck, one's a Deoxys. So are we going to see Zeraora and Deoxys in VSTAR form, and are we going to have supporting VMAXs being reprinted as support Pokemon in that deck? Or are we going to see brand new VMAXs? Because that would be extremely peculiar.
Yeah.
Halfway through,
I was under the impression that VMAX climaxed, so I'm very surprised to see any more VMAX cards, especially like in a deck.
Absolutely, I thought the last time we would have seen them was obviously in the starter deck 100s, where we saw the last of the new VMAXs. I think there was like the crab one, Kingler. That's it.
The crab one,
yeah, Kingler. So we saw a couple of those in those star decks, but so I'm my personal thought. I think those VMAXs possibly could be alt art versions of previously released VMAX cards, just there because the mechanics work well with these particular decks, but I could be proven wrong. I don't know. I mean, what are your opinions on that? Zakariya?
Yeah. I mean, sorry, you go ahead, Zach. I have no opinions on this at all anyway.
It is very difficult to speculate on this product. We have data of last year. Like Tash said, it might contain special art in these decks. What is interesting is the latest VSTAR decks, the Darkrai and Lucario, did not contain any higher rarity cards, which is very interesting because the Lucario VSTAR Premium Collection does contain a Lucario Full Art, Lucario V Full Art. So what is going on, first of all, but coming back to this product, I have absolutely no idea how they're going to implement this. I would love to see both Zeraora and Deoxys getting both a VSTAR and VMAX cards. Would be very nice. But again, expect them to be full blinged out, mirror foil. And time will tell, honestly, about these decks. And again, for Japan, this makes absolute sense to buy this product, not as international product. Definitely not.
Yeah. I mean, these high-class decks are always marketed as super playable decks out of a box. They are very competitive. You can literally go take the deck, play in your local Pokemon card gym store in a league, and there will be competitive. And every single card is mirror foiled, and the decks look very blinged out. And you do get some new artworks on certain cards in there as well. So, stunning products for players in Japan. If you like the product, if you like the kind of cards, and you're probably not going to get these cards in other decks, especially the Zeraora and Deoxys.
Yeah.
Won't be in any sets. So if you like those particular Pokemon, it might be worth picking them up, or just getting them as singles, because there will be plenty opened in Japan.
My prediction is there will be one VSTAR, one VMAX, and then you can play the both V cards. That's it. It's my prediction on this deck. I think the Gengar and Inteleon VMAX it contained two copies of each.
Yeah.
So two V and two VMAX, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I think the same will happen, but then with one VSTAR and one VMAX.
Yeah, that'll make sense.
We'll see. Yeah.
And then we've got August Pokemon card game Sword and Shield VSTAR special set, which is quite intriguing. So when are we getting that Pokemon Go set again? Is that September?
July.
Yeah, so that's going to be the July set.
In June.
I think it's June 17th for the Pokemon Go set.
Yeah, so this is going to be the August set. So July we got Lost Abyss, and then August we're going to have this VSTAR special set. which would be quite interesting because that would tend to sort of hint at maybe a release for the holiday set in English, potentially, or it could hint at the final set of the year.
Oh, this is not a set, it's a product.
It's a product.
Yeah, this is not a special set. It's not a set.
It's not a set. Yeah. I've misread that. Sorry. I take that
No, I assumed it was a set as well.
Yeah.
No.
So interesting to see what that would be, to be fair. So not much information about that.
Usually if it's like about a specific Pokemon, like high-class deck Zeraora or high-class Deoxys, it would tell you like if it's about a specific Pokemon.
Yeah.
I wonder if it had like blind packs in it, similar to like the Evolutions one did. And you had that mystery.
We had the
VMAX pack, wasn't it?
We did, yeah. So we had the previous year we had the VMAX box, didn't we? Yeah, that's very good actually, Ryan. Yeah, that's a good prediction because you're right. We had the VMAX box the previous year, didn't we? With I think Cramorant VMAX in it, didn't we? And Delmice VMAX and Morpeko was reprinted and then we had the Evolutions one where we had a few of the Evolutions that were omitted from the set, and you could only get those VMAXs in that particular product. So that would make sense, and the timing of it makes sense as well because it's pretty much on par with when those came out. So yeah. Ryan's crystal ball there.
Excellent. I'll be back next week. I'll be invited back.
Yeah. But anything else about these products, guys, you want to talk about, or do you think we've covered it?
Lost the best. I think Lost Zone will come back.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. I'm very excited for Giratina. Again, this is Hisui again, because again, Giratina is all about Hisui, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Time will tell.
I don't know what to say. What VSTAR sets did we just have? The Lucario one and the Darkrai one?
Yeah, as decks.
Yes. Yeah. And there wasn't an alternative art card like there was in the Gengar VMAX.
No, we've not seen any. And I've not opened my decks just yet, so I can't confirm.
That's fine. But there aren't really a higher rarity than the sort of VSTAR ones apart from the hyper rare. There's no alternate art to VSTARs, is there?
No, there isn't.
Whereas VMAX there is.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. Maybe this next one being a VSTAR and VMAX, we'll see the return of an old art.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, possibly.
Because VSTARs are not Dynamax or Gigantamax.
Yeah.
They are the same form of Pokemon. So it doesn't make sense for an alternative artwork of a VSTAR.
Yeah.
So hence why they are hyper rare and not alternative artwork.
Yeah.
Or gold. Yeah. One or two.
Yeah. The other positive thing about this is it's a 100 card plus set, which seems to suggest it's a core set, which would be the foundations of an English set, the core cards of an English set. So it will obviously be quite predominant. Probably going to be the set we get towards the late summer, I think. So we have a set in November, don't we? Main set. I think we have one in August. So
maybe we don't know.
Probably could be that deck set. So yeah, interesting stuff. So those two products, July and August this year. Okay, going back to English and international Pokemon outside of Asia. The May 2022 set has been partially revealed. Astral Radiance is the set name. It features 5 pack artworks, like we've seen before whenever we introduce certain sets. We've had that a couple of times in the past, haven't we? We had it with Sun and Moon base set, and one recently as well, I think, where we had 5 different pack artworks.
Chilling Rain.
That was it, Chilling Rain, actually, So we've got, obviously, Palkia and Dialga in their Hisuian forms. Origin forms, sorry.
Yes.
On the artwork, as well as Hisuian starter evolved forms on the artwork as well. So very interesting to see that. It's the 10th main set of Sword and Shield. It's going to obviously be introducing stuff we're going to see in the next Japanese set we're expecting in a few weeks' time. But what do you guys think of these products?
Very nice, very nice. We're going to find out a lot more next month, aren't we? Because we've got the Japanese sort of like main makeup of this set coming out in early April, which we're going to talk about shortly.
Yeah.
And this is our end of May 27th, we think. So we should know a lot about it by the time it comes out. We can anticipate it's going to be full of the Hisuian region Pokemon, can't we? And is it going to make up some of the set we've just had, the battle region as well?
So battle region will obviously form part of this. So so we already seen some of the cards in this set in the form of battle region. So we know we're going to have the sparkling Pokemon, for example, in there. CHRs will probably be back as well. But depends on how they do the CHRs, because remember they omitted quite a few in Brilliant Stars. Very much cut down version of that, so we'll see how many we get in here. But over 180 cards again. English sets are just getting so big and bloated. Very difficult for people to find what they're looking for. But the way they seeded some of the cards in this set in Brilliant Stars, because you had the TG subset, which included full art supporters and included gold cards. Because they were in the reverse holo slot, people's booster boxes looked better from a pull rate point of view. You were looking at people's pulls and going, wow. Then when you actually counted out the ones that are in the TG subset, you're like, oh, actually, it's the same hit rates you'd expect from a normal booster box, but the TG subsets added to it. So it does give people better value from booster boxes. I love the 3-pack blisters. They're continuing with the theme of the Eevee and the Evolution that matches it. And this time we've got the Sylveon version with the Eevee. Very nice. That basically concludes that whole Pokemon card gym tradition they had in Japan. Every series of Pokemon card gym promo packs they had an Eevee and the Evolution that went with that particular Eevee based on the artwork. And so, Sylveon is the one in this, so it concludes that. So those of you who've been keenly collecting them all will definitely want to get hold of these triple blisters. I think Sparkling Pokemon obviously will be here as well, but very little information at the moment.
So is the name going to change for the Sparkling Pokemon? I see on the article here, it says Radiant Pokemon with Radiant Greninja confirmed. Do we know if they've actually got a name? Is that the official name in English?
Let me give you some context.
Thank you.
Because this is not an official Pokemon Company international reveal due to the conflict happening in Ukraine, probably. Since, I think, a couple of weeks, they went social media silent. Recently, they have announced that they will donate 200k, something like that. And before that, they were completely silent.
Yep.
And I'm very certain in the week of Battle Region was released, they should have revealed the set in English. And now a French distributor slipped up these product images, and it's called the French, excuse my French, Astral Radiance. Radiance means radiant in English. And on the product description and the images, it clearly mentions Radiance Giratina in French. I am not going to pronounce it in French. That is not my best language.
I was going to say, can you read the entire back of the 3 blister pack out, please? Because I can see a picture of it. It's all in French.
No. Désolé. But it's Radiant Pokemon. I'm fairly certain it's going to be called that, not Sparkling. Otherwise, it would have been called Sparkling in French.
That makes sense.
Yeah, now it makes sense. Also, again, we still don't have a full English reveal. That is a bummer. I would have expected by now, at least this Friday or Thursday, to have it revealed. I think it's next week. Astral Radiance. And speaking more of the set, it's going to be part of Battle Region and S10, Space Juggler and Time Gazer, in which we'll cover very briefly in this podcast. No, very soon, I mean. And Yeah, nothing much more to add, honestly.
Yeah.
Like you said, Taj, the conclusion of the Evolution promos, I think these days been going for like 2 years already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a long time. Over 180 cards. And like you said, I'm fairly certain the training gallery is going to return.
Yeah.
Because 1/4 of VMAX Climax was in Brilliant Stars.
Yeah.
We are not done with VMAX Climax. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You hope not anyway. So many nice cards missing. You really hope that.
Yeah, exactly.
They do carry on, and you can see, like you said, Taj, the hits from the box the boxes look so much better now that you're getting the character as. If they do split those up over a few sets, I think people won't mind that. I think that's, they feel like they're getting a lot more out of their boxes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there are 8 gold cards. If they divide it between all 4 sets this year, it fits perfectly.
Yep.
And this Brilliant Stars had the Urshifus VMAX. If they will do another duo of gold cards, will fit perfectly. But again, I think we don't have much more to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah, Dialga Origin Form and Palkia Origin Form VSTAR are in the set. That leaves us with the Japanese version, which are revealed.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you, Taj.
Yeah, so we'll move on. But interesting point about the Pokemon not releasing any media over the last few weeks.
Yeah,
I thought they'd cut me off their media press release distribution list. Thought I'd done something wrong, but that makes absolute sense because I have not had any official press releases from the London office of the Pokemon company over the last few weeks. So that makes absolute sense. But if you haven't got any official release. Okay, let's move on to our main topic of discussion for this podcast now. S10D Time Gazer and S10P Space Juggler have officially been revealed. You can guess what the D and the P stand for quite clearly.
Whoa, is it Diamond and Pearl, or is it Dialga and Palkia?
It could be both. It could be,
It could be both. It could be both.
But yes, we've got both sets revealed officially on the Japanese Pokemon sites. It's the next set off the S9A, which was obviously an expansion set. These are proper full set, which will be the base of Astral Radiance, obviously Radiance in international markets. Each set contains 67 cards plus X amount of SR or higher. They're released on April the 8th. So not long to go now. Booster box prices of 4,950 yen, which is standard. 30-pack booster boxes. We're going back to the normal size booster boxes for this set. At 5 cards per set. We've had a few reveals. We've got the Diamond Clan leader. We've got the Pearl Clan leader in this set, so we can expect full arts of each in either set. Starters again have been represented, including the evolved forms as holo cards, which is what you expect after a set where they've been revealed as Vs. Usually you get them in holo form in the following set. We had that with Battle Styles as well with the Urshifus. But what do you guys think? And do you want to talk through some of the cards? Zakariya?
Yeah, it was expected for a while, beginning with the trademarks. Yeah, that clearly indicated it has to do something with Palkia or Dialga and Dialga. It's again an Hisui-inspired set. Adaman and Irida are introduced. I can't wait personally to see their super rare cards. It's a very conservative reveal, I have to say. Not much more. They revealed the cover, the stars, and no other ultra rares. They revealed a bunch of very nice Stage 2 Pokemon. I recommend for the full playability aspect. I just suggest watching PTCG Radio on that. But for now, the V-Stars, Origin Dialga V-Star, and Origin Palkia V-Star, they look very nice.
Yep.
I might play them, honestly. Again, I can't wait for them, the V at least, to have a special art. Same with, to line up with Arceus. And the same with Giratina. I also hope that V will get a special art, because that will frame very nicely in your room, hopefully. But again, there's not much to discuss. Yeah, honestly. No. What do you think, Ryan?
I think one point a lot of people are happy about is Mitsuhiro Arita is back, and
yes,
people are getting a little bit worried that after, was it a couple of sets, he's not done any cards, or that's very unusual.
He was obviously given Christmas off.
Yeah, obviously, but he's back with a lovely Magnemite card, which is clearly in the Hisui region, which is really cool. As you say, we've got the Hollow Adamant and we've got the Hollow Arita. Which means that they're most likely going to be full art supporters.
100%.
Dad, I got a bad feeling about the price of that Arita.
I think is going to be
man
I better start saving up now.
Set.
Yeah, no more coffees for me for the next couple of months.
No, definitely not. And we've got the hollows of the final Hisui forms, and Kuki Saito has done them all.
Yep.
And he's done a fantastic job again, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, stunning. But looking at it, it's nice. This is a bit of a tease, really. I think we're going to start. Obviously, it's usual in Japan. Every Friday, they're going to give us a little bit more of a taster. It's a bit like a blockbuster movie. They release a new trailer every few weeks before it releases to get the hype up, and that's what we're going to get with this set, as with every Japanese set. The hype will be building up over the next few weeks. We're going to get more and more leaks every Friday from Japan. So keep your eyes on PokeGuardian on a Friday, because you will see more information coming out. And Tuan Lei does some fantastic translations for us as well.
Absolutely.
Of these cards immediately, so you can get an understanding, if you're a player of the card game, of what mechanics they have. But again, I think 2 of our full art supporters are definitely being revealed here from each set. Some great looking artwork. Again, I think they're hitting it out of the park as far as standard artwork for standard cards, commons and uncommons and hollows are concerned. This generation, Hisuian's definitely going to be the theme for the rest of the year, I think. Apart from a special set and obviously the Pokemon Go set, it's going to be the theme for the whole year, I think. And then the high class set will probably be a culmination of the region towards the end of the year, I think. But great looking set.
I'm looking forward to see what other cards they include in these sets. Maybe Hisuian Arcanine are still to come. We've got things like the Hisuian Zoroark, which are going to pop up at some point. And we've got the Electrode as well at some point. Well, and there's some really cool Pokemon still to come. And hopefully we get a couple more in these sets.
And speaking of the Hisuian Arcanine, there are deck sleeves of Hisuian Growlithe releasing.
I just saw that. That's literally why I thought, actually, it'd be really cool to get the Arcanine. Sorry, you were segueing quite nicely into the next topic there.
So we'll move on to that.
Carry on.
Which is the April merchandise reveal. So all these products are going to be releasing the same day as those 2 sets. Pretty traditional for the Pokemon Center to do this. Release a wave of products, and there is a lot being released on the 8th. We've got, I think it was over 20 products being released.
24.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've obviously got sleeves and deck boxes for each of the sets, featuring origin forms of Dialga and Palkia. Sleeves are the deck sleeves are 792 yen.
Standard price.
Standard price. Deck box is 398 yen. Again, standard price for those as well. We've also got the Hisuian Decidueye, Typhlosion, and Samurai all in one artwork on sleeves and deck boxes for the same price as well. And as you mentioned, there is the So-So Hisuian Growlithe sleeves, which I'm going to be very, very interested in getting. Again, coming out same day, same price. And then we've got the Deck Sleeve Pro Pikachu version 2, which look extremely slick. And I think these are priced slightly higher at 913 yen.
Yeah, these are matte finish.
So these are matte sleeves designed. These are more for players, I think, professional players, because you want matte sleeves because of the normal bright lights, fluorescent lighting or LED lights you have when you're playing the card game. You don't want a glossy sleeve, especially if you're casting it or streaming it. Matte sleeves definitely do help. So this is definitely a pro line, which is costs a little bit more as well. But the artwork is very, I think, simplistic and stylish, I would say. On that. Looks a bit like a Red's Pikachu, doesn't it?
Could be.
Picture of that Pikachu reminds me of that Red's Pikachu promo card we had.
It's the same stance, isn't it?
Yeah. So
even though it's a silhouette.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think it looks pretty cool. And then we've also got the thank you for your hard work, everyone.
That's okay.
Deck sleeves.
There's a mat. Oh, okay.
Deck sleeves.
Yeah, no problem.
For the standard price. We've also got the deck box again, which looks like a sideways deck box, or is it a double deck box? I'm not too sure.
Sideways, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's sideways, isn't it? And then you've got the playmat as well, which is 2,750 yen, which I think is standard price for playmat. You got the card binder as well. So every set nowadays, they seem to be releasing a card binder, which again is a standard Pokemon Center price for a card binder, which is 1,705 yen. And you got the refills as well. So that's usually, I think they give you 9 pocket refills, 10 pages of the 9 pocket refills, and they give you like an artwork cover sheet to protect those at the front of that, and that would be based on that same style. What do you guys think of those so far that we've talked about?
Yeah, if I may begin, this is the main set, the Dialga and Palkia Origin Form is the pack artwork. I think is always included with the main sets. So no big surprise in there. What is a little bit surprising is the Battle Region deck box and deck sleeves should have been released last month.
Yep.
Why not? Maybe a delay. Who knows? A little bit oddball out there. But the deck sleeves of Hisuian Growlithe, so artwork. Can't wait for that. Especially you, Taj, because I know you collect that artist, their work. The Pro Pikachu version 2, like you said, they look better while playing. Yeah, they should shuffle better because they're matte finish.
Yeah.
However, my honest opinion about these sleeves, do not buy them for play.
Yeah.
I'm not sponsored by them, but buy Dragon Shield or something like that.
As a player, I'd always recommend Dragon Shields.
Yeah, Dragon Shield.
All of my Magic the Gathering decks are sleeved in Dragon Shield.
Ultra Pro Eclipse or something like that.
Yeah.
Much better. They will not tear apart. What is funny, actually, is a little side story. The EV VMAX deck sleeves from Shining Fates. I played them with Evolving Skies pre-release last summer. And after one pre-release match, there were like 3 sleeves already split on the ends. Is this real? and it wasn't used. It wasn't like that before. The glossy sleeves, they were glossy, but they held up quite nicely. But no, the matte finish ones, sorry, they are terrible.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend using them for play at all. The Pokemon sleeves are nice to look at, but not to play with.
Absolutely. And the last one, like you said, the thank you for your hard work, everyone. That one was a little bit hard to translate. Why? Because in Japanese it's called Mina Otsukare-sama dashita. And what that means, hey, if you are at work or leaving work, someone has done a nice job, you say that in Japanese. So it's like a polite expression of thanking someone.
After a hard day's work.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah. And it's hard to translate in English. So I went with this. Thank you for your hard work, everyone. And that's about it. And what's funny is not everything, but a lot of the merchandise here was already released on the Pokemon Center Japan. I think some of them are like 1 year old already.
Yeah.
So that is very interesting to see. They are not stopping with using the artwork in the Pokemon card game. So that is very nice. But what do you think, Ryan?
Not really much to add from what you said there, Zakariya. If you're like me, you prefer your Pokemon things to be like a bit subtler. I think the Pikachu Pro ones are actually really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you've just said don't use them for play, so I won't. Not that I really play anyway. But in terms of what I would probably pick up, yeah, definitely the Pikachu ones. I like the subtle Pikachu silhouette on there. I think, like you said, Taj, they're quite sleek and they are quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much to add on the rest. Again, it's just a nice range of stuff, isn't it? Really cool.
Absolutely. We've also got, which we haven't mentioned yet, the Pokemon Dolls sleeves deck box, which are a reprint, aren't they? Or have they been released before? They've definitely been released as an A4.
Definitely recognise.
This is merchandise. This is actual product merchandise from the Pokemon Center Japan, reused for Pokemon card game.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I know Pokemon Dolls sleeves. Yeah, definitely the sleeves.
They had a whole range of different things under Pokemon Dolls. The same with another product here, the Eevee. I thought it was like this. Yeah, I thought it was like a soda something in Japan. I can't remember, but there's a whole range of plushies and, like you say, folder things and stuff like that. It's nice that they've had such great sort of campaigns at the Pokemon Center, and they're taking that artwork and sort of putting it on TCG products now. I think that's cool, because I can think of some nice campaigns which would go really well with the sleeves and things. So that's something to look forward to, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really like the look of these, the Zeraora and the Rayquaza sleeves as well. They look really epic. So, we've seen the artwork before as well, that style.
Lugia was one.
Yep.
With Pikachu.
I think, Pikachu wearing the backpack for me, it's just it could have been like some sort of epic battle scene, but for some reason Pikachu's got a backpack on. It's like he's carrying a tent into battle with a Rayquaza. There's no context on that. I don't know if there's a campaign somewhere which gives a bit more context.
This Pikachu in the there's a museum thing, wasn't there? Or the fossil Pokemon, maybe?
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Did that look like that Pikachu?
It is not the same.
That's a good shout, Taj. It does look like
it's not the same mascot.
Oh, it's not the same.
Oh, I thought it was some sort of adventurer Pikachu sort of.
We're back to zero context as to why this Pikachu has gone camping and then encountered a Rayquaza and has decided to fight it. But the general style is really nice. I don't want to take away from the general style of the sleeves. They are really cool looking, definitely.
Yeah. It's Pikachu Adventure, they're called. So it's probably Pikachu on an epic adventure like Indiana Jones on its own, encountering all these mythical Pokemon on its journey.
Indiana Jones. Sorry.
There's also this rubber playmat of Yurutu, which is absolutely amazing. It looks really cool.
Is this Kanahai artwork?
Yeah, it is.
It is Kanahai.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Yeah, there's so much. Sorry to cut in.
No, absolutely.
There's so much going on. We could each spend about 10 minutes talking about a different part of this playmat. There's just so much. I'm struggling to pick something. There's a Snom with a leak. There's a Sizzlypede kind of asleep with some logs on it. There seems to be about 30 Pokemon here, and each one has its own little story going on. It's brilliant, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
Yeah, that playmat will get in my house. I will buy that.
I think this playmat will be probably one of the products that sells out very quickly. Instantly on that day, because it's got the kawaii factor to it as well. In Japan, it's going to just go fly.
Kanahai is like a legend in Japan, a very well-known artist.
Yeah, exactly.
Very well-known.
There's a binder as well with the same artwork, as well as the pages. So that's pretty good to see that. And then moving on, finally, to two epic products. We all love the Japanese Pokemon Center frames. We've all got them.
Are we showing our frames?
We're showing off our frame. Oh, we showed off the same one there.
Hold on. I can swap mine out. I've got 3 different ones in front of me. Sorry, viewers. I didn't want you to only see 2 different frames. Here is a third frame. And what I like about these frames is they're not hard to get hold of. I know that at the Pokemon Center in Japan at the minute, they have some in stock. Not these styles, but some of the
this one is still in stock.
Yep.
Yeah, so I remember
Yeah.
staying up very late to try and get them originally, and I couldn't. I don't know if you did, Zach, or did the same thing,
Oh, I
trying
did.
to stay up. You did. Did
Yeah.
you manage to? You got one or two, did you not?
I think I got 1 or 2. I was very happy because
Yeah, I didn't get any,
yeah,
but it did come back around, and I
it's
was
restocked.
able to get the second wave, which is the sort of these ones here.
Yeah.
But they do have the first wave back up in stock.
They do indeed, yes.
And they've got 2 more on the way, haven't they?
Yeah, so they've got the diamond and the pearl frame appropriately. So these will go epically with your special art origin form Palkia and your special art origin form Dialgas, I think.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? Yeah, the frames are obviously, there's a blue frame for the diamond version and a pink frame for the pearl version. Looks stunning, to be fair. Both have different styles of foiling. Like the diamond one's got a shatter foil effect on it, by the looks of it, and the other one's got like a glitter foil effect on the pearl one. So, but they've got the nice gradual fade of color as well. You know, going from fairly strong color at the bottom to fading out as it goes up. Looks really nice, I think.
Like I said at the end of 2021, this is the best product of the year in terms of merchandise.
Yeah.
Because they should have done this 5 years ago, honestly.
How long have people been wanting to put their card not in a binder, but in somewhere a bit more special, a bit more out on display?
Yeah.
And they've had nothing for that, to be fair.
Absolutely.
Like ever.
Yeah, trophy
How cool
cards.
would it be? yeah, like your trophy cards, you know. So, you know, such massive chase cards, and just put them in your 9-pocket binder, put them in a sleeve, put them away. But no, it's great that they've done this. How cool would it be, guys, if they did the special arts of the Dialga and Palkia to match the frames, but we don't know yet?
Yeah.
Like the frame was an extension of any sort of possible special art we get of those Pokemon. That'd be really cool, because they are clearly Diamond and Pearl style frames.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. There are already fans doing that.
Yes, I was about to say
on social media, and
it'd be great if they took that.
Oh, it's excellent. Yeah,
stole the idea.
Yeah, like they did with the Pokemon Go cards, you know, and the gold cards that we got in the Ultra Premium Collection. We got the gold cards that used to be the Pikachu and the Charizard, didn't we?
Yeah, that's right. I actually have a gold fake card prior to that. I have the, I don't know where it is, but I got the Pikachu Illustrator somewhere as a gold card. And then they obviously brought out the ones for the Ultra Premium Collection, and they look exactly the same.
Exactly. And now we're getting the Pokemon Go cards, which, you know, there used to be counterfeit ones that used to be around as well.
Yeah.
So,
What I do like to see, because this is clearly a product that is not going to end.
Yep.
It is not going to be discontinued. I think far from. I would love, instead of acrylic frames, to pay 1,200 yen. I would love some those framed borders to be sold as a separate set with different artwork, so that you don't have to rebuy the acrylic frames every time, because these will be expensive if you get a set each time.
Yeah,
it's not a cheap product.
That's a
by
great
far.
point.
That's a really good idea.
Replaceable frame artwork. That's a really great idea.
Because those of you who've not got these frames, essentially, what you've got is you've got the frame, 2 pieces of perspex, and then you've got an acrylic. You've got a plastic sheet in the middle, which has got an exact cutout for the card. Perfectly fits your card. It's not too snug where it's going to damage your card. Your card just drops in there, the right thickness, and it is very sturdy. I've trusted it with my prize cards. I was very reluctant to begin with when I'd seen them, because people were putting English cards in and they weren't fitting quite well. But put any Japanese card in there, it is spot on.
It's incredibly satisfying to put in as well, because it does just fit absolutely perfectly in the frame, and it just drops in, and it's just and there's a little bit of give at the front, so then if there is texture on your card, it's not going to scratch it or squeeze it. Good. Yeah, it is a good fit. So I highly recommend these frames. Very good products. Looking forward to these. And as you said, Zakariya, it would be fantastic if they could
sell the inserts separately and do different different versions, almost like the snap-on covers like you had on the 3DS models. Remember those?
Exactly. Yeah.
Have different color frames. Yeah.
The only thing is it's proprietary. Then it's a little bit awkward in the future if they do discontinue it.
Yeah.
It's proprietary. Difficult stuff to sell then.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's it. We've come to the end of our podcast, and I think we've covered quite a lot today. Some really interesting news. Obviously, Battle Region was covered. We covered some new products coming out. Looking forward to these new sets coming as well. If you have any comments about the podcast or PokeGuardian in general, please make sure you contact Zakariya at PokeGuardian. Always want some ideas from you guys, what you guys like to see, what you guys like to hear. Let us know. Any questions whatsoever. Keep your eyes on PokeGuardian.com. Obviously, all the news will be on there as quickly as Zakariya gets. And remember, only publish stuff when it's either officially revealed or we've got reliable sources to confirm. We don't speculate in too many rumours or hearsay. It's always reliable sources when there are rumours, and it's always clearly labelled as that as well. So always check it out, PokeGuardian.com. Thank you, Ryan, for joining us again.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun. I do always enjoy coming on, so thank you for having me.
Ryan streams every Tuesday, is it now, Ryan?
Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
Tuesday, 8
every
p.m.
Tuesday.
Twitch.tv/Braysh Gaming. Check him out.
Yes.
Always interesting stuff there. He does a fantastic news segment as well, where he does look at PokeGuardian news articles and talks about the week's news. Really good stream, and obviously opens all the latest Japanese products on his Twitch as well. I'll be back as well on Twitch at some point next week. My schedule's not as good as Ryan's as far as Twitch is concerned, but I've got some new videos coming up on my YouTube channel over the following month. We've got Battle Region obviously coming up. We've got the My Hero Academia booster box, which I'll be opening on there as well. And a few more Digimon products as well. So join me on that. And thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next podcast. Bye.